choke, and my RPMs are at 3,000 RPMs per minute. So I'm at 55, the speed limit's 60. When I'm about to hit 60, the RPMs go to like about 3,500 per minute, and the car starts to shake. I'm about to hit, oh, there we go, and then it stalled and went back down. So I'm kind of trying to stay under 3,500 by driving 60 miles. 60 miles, and so yeah, definitely not sure exactly what my code is or what am I going to check for, but definitely when your RPMs are up or they get high or low, I would start with the transmission, which is what I'm going to start with when I go home. I got another 8 quarts of the high grade Honda transmission fluid, and I'm going to do another drain and fill. Alright, so this is in the morning. That's my check engine light. It's throwing me some codes from last night. I just put in the parking brake, so I'll take it off so that doesn't mislead you or anything. And that's just like a not seatbelt light. But the D4 is not blinking, and this guy's not going all haywire. So whatever's controlling this guy, and it's making a glitch, it has to get hot, especially if it's like a hot sunny day. The vehicle gets hot, and it's something electrical. There's 2 things that I'm gonna probably check out. One of them is gonna be, once I put this back together, I'll check this out. But on the bottom there's a computer that talks to the actual transmission, and down here there's another main body switch or relay. But first I'm gonna pull the codes really quick. Alright, so this is my quick letter scanner. So I got a P0780. Alright, so for this vehicle, since it is an older 2002 Honda Accord, the first code that I'm going to be talking about is going to be the P0780. The causes for that code would be low transmission fluid, dirty transmission fluid, or filter. As far as for this one, the filter is actually built in, so it has a drain and fill. But definitely the fluid can be checked, and it is not low, but it is dirty. So I did identify that the transmission fluid is dirty, so I'm going to be doing a drain and flush on that. But I'm also going to be looking for any damaged wiring or connectors, faulty shift solenoids, faulty transmission pump, failed output or input speed sensors, failed transmission range sensors, internal pressure issues, internal component failure. Also, problems that would give you this code would be a damaged or locked up torque converter, also valve body issues, ECU or transmission control module failures. It's very common for this one, but for this one I have checked the transmission control module and it's looking good. But I did get into the actual ECU, and then I found a relay, which is a main body relay for this actual vehicle, and I did find corrosion on that, and that could be an additional problem. But the first thing that I'm going to be doing is doing a transmission drain and fill. Basically, all you got to do if you're trying to do drain and fill on a 2002 Honda Accord, you got to take out that 3/8 and just put it in there, take it out. It's a magnetic, and what I did is I put it in this drain pan. Then I used the drain pan and funnel, and I got me this. So now I'm gonna dump this, and I'm gonna put in the new fluid in there, and I'm gonna fill it up to that specific mark. I'm gonna do that a couple times. So yeah, you're on the cord. If you don't have a lift, obviously you can jack up the the vehicle until you get to the engine, and then stick a 3/8 in there, pop that off, put it in a container wherever possible, and that's how you do it. Alright, so for my Honda, this is the main relay, the Taiku BRM 0022. It's made in the US. It's also got this tiny little part number there, the 022647. You're gonna find this is your steering wheel, and I wish there was a way to get in through here, but there isn't. All it is, it's held on by one screw, and it's got this kind of lock tab that goes into part of the frame, so you can kind of put it in the right direction every time. And there's a 10mm, and that's it. And then there's another clip that clips on here, but that's really easy to take off. You're going to be looking for this tan, this one. And then this is the clip that attaches to the side of it. I'll try to move this. Cool. Third time I used the socket and fucking I didn't send it. So after I cleaned this one out and I went ahead and put it back in, it still was doing the same thing. So went ahead and got a new one. Again, slides into your bracket. Boom. Put it in the bracket. Got the old part here. Got the new one there. And final thing, just connect my negative terminal, and that should be it. I'm gonna start it up in a second. Let's go to the next DCC. P1259. So for anybody that has a Honda that gets a 1259, automatically knows that the most common fault is just doing an oil change. In combination with doing the transmission drain and fill, I'm gonna go ahead and do an oil change, and I'm gonna reset this code as well in combination with all the other ones. But it's always good to take note of all the codes that come in all at once. P1457, P0780, P1259, 1457. So the actual vapor canister purge valve that's attached to the actual charcoal canister, most of these actually check out as well, but since this is an older car and the fluids and that corrosion that I found in that relay, it's all gonna get taken care of all at once. But it's always good to know the codes that are popping up. This one code in specific, once I erase it and I've done all the other work that goes along with it, it takes 2 long drives to cycle through the actual vapor canister. And if the actual vapor canister stays open or doesn't close all the way, or has something to do with not fully closing or opening, it's gonna give you that code again. So it definitely started back up. No codes, anything. Definitely want to take it out for a test drive, but this was like all wonky all over the place, and I've never seen it this solid. Like, there is no resistance or anything like that. This is a really good indicator that my issue is completely solved, but I definitely want to take it on the highway and hit about 60 miles, 60, 70 miles when I get ready to go on the highway. that idle there, then it comes down to under 1,000 RPMs. When I hit the gas, I open the throttle. And it bounces a little bit. That's where I want it to be, below 1,000 RPMs. Okay, so these are the three codes that I have: the 0780, 1259, and the 1457. It's a little scanner that I use. I use the Innova 3020 RS. It's really easy. Could erase the codes right now.